Hey, I am again at Art Space Untitled, and this is a piece titled Big and Little Bullies. It's by Robert Rosenberg, I believe is how you say his name. And it's quite a large piece that we have here. So there's the side, and then you have continuing to the side. And this was also made using the printmaking form. And I don't believe that there's much color here that he used, but I'm not really exactly sure. And of course I've asked, but so this is more, I believe, just the printmaking, and I don't really think there's much paint here going on. And to me, this looks like it takes me back to almost, 1940s, 1950s, maybe right after a war or a big event that has changed history, or that is beginning to change history in the revolution of our America, or just the world in general. And now I don't get to feel exactly how this feels because there is a piece of glass separating the piece from the actual frame. So there's a piece of glass in between, so you can't exactly feel it. And it's being displayed along with most of the other arts, or pieces of art here. It's dark, and then you have your spotlight on the piece to draw you in, to focus you on the piece itself. And when I look at this piece, Big and Little Bullies, I feel as though it's making me stand there and look. It's making me see the big picture, what's actually going on here. And I see the two people on the right, and I think, oh, they're in love, they're a family. But this could be a number of things. That could be his mother, that could be his aunt, his grandmother. You just don't know. But I feel like there's a connection there. There's a love, and there's a peace, and a kind of, a general happiness between these two figures, these two people. And then to the left here, I see almost like part of the struggle with this lifestyle during these times. And you see this piece almost looks like an old shop or house, or a building above, something, a bar maybe, because it says Budweiser right there. But it just looks as though maybe it's old-timey, and kind of makes you feel like you're walking, around in the 1940s, and kind of like a time machine. And then you have like this towel hanging up here, and you have the dog in the background, and the boat of people. So I feel like altogether this piece is just bringing you back in time, and making you feel at home with these people, making you feel like you know them, like this was part of you. And I like it because of that. I like it because of this fact. I feel like that makes it pleasurable to look at, because you feel like you're there. The artist really takes you there, and places you in the scene, in the now, And you can see these people in this boat looking at you, smiling, and then you can see these two people, and you see how happy they are, and you feel like, even though all of these things are happening, and times are changing, and things are maybe harder for them, that they still cherish the family, and they cherish friends, and they cherish love, which would be, the biggest part in life, the most important thing, because when you don't have money, and you don't have all these things that obviously are not a big deal then, or they don't have then, they cherished what they did have, which was love.